What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about TOSHI today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. It is the 3rd day of July, and here we are, about 8 hours left in the day now. 304656 is the price, and we're looking like we're forming a bullish pattern potentially. This could be a ascending triangle, right? Ascending lows here, something like this. If not, it's definitely some form of consolidation at the base here. Looks a little bit more productive than anything we've seen on our way down so far, and I do think that we're getting ready to break out. Now, Bitcoin's moving down a little bit. I mean, I think it's up. Aren't we up today? Yeah, we're up today, but we're moving down a little bit over the past couple hours now. TOSHI might follow suit, and if Bitcoin does go lower down to like 108.4K or below there, if we see something like that, TOSHI could absolutely go down as well, but I wouldn't think that we go below this low. I'm very confident that that's the low. So something between here and there might make sense. And if we look at this with some fibs thrown on it, low to high, going to the golden ratio, 3 zeros 4 1, 3 zeros 4, that's fine. Sounds about right, makes sense to me. I doubt we go below 3078 or even below this low. I doubt that we do that. 1 hour time frame here, looking at this. Yeah, we've been wrestling with the overbought zone here. That's nice to see. Getting a little bit of volume on this 1 hour. Oh, we just closed a 1 hour candle. That's nice. Getting a little bit of volume on these past couple of candles. Not really going anywhere at the top of this range, so you're coming back down. Found support at the 0.5. I've seen this where you'll go up and then you'll find support at the 236 and then continue to run. I've actually been seeing that lately. So maybe that's what happens. You're closer to finding support than I was giving it credit for at first. After all, you do have lower lows in the RSI with higher lows in the price, so that's nice to see. That is hidden bullish divergence. I mean, literally, this is your lowest low in the RSI that you've seen since you made this move up, and yet that's your highest low in the price. So that's good, right? It's like the bears are trying harder here, and they're getting the least from it. That was a big move, don't get me wrong. 3%, relatively speaking, on a 1 hour time frame, that was a big candle, and there's some volume to back it up. So don't be discouraged or surprised if we do go down to 3041 to 3004 cents, but I don't know, there might be some rationality to expect a move up here sooner than later, maybe even by the end of this day, that we're above this range, that we're above 305 even. But time will tell. If it's not today, maybe it's tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, certainly next week. And next week, I think things are going to really take off. I think we might have a absolutely explosive weekend, and if not, next week I assume will be explosive. The aftermath will be awesome. Looking at this here, overall, I'd say we are in a more bullish posturing than a bearish posturing, but you went overbought here and you went all the way down to your oversold zone before getting overbought again. Maybe we do go down to the oversold zone here. So if we were to do that again, don't be sad or surprised if we see lower prices, but it's possible we could stop anywhere and everywhere in between as well. So don't count on those low prices either necessarily. 4 hour time frame here looks to be, it's almost like it wants to be a bull flag, but it's too small of a flagpole. I don't think it's a bull flag. The 4 hour RSI is very volatile. Normally you find resistance between the 60 and then support between the 40 and the 60, but you've actually been going like to the 65, to the 35, deeper. Double top here. I want to be bullish on this, honestly. Because you still have higher lows on a closing basis in the price, and you had lower lows in the RSI. And this looks a little bit more wound up. I know that that's a bearish candle right there, but I don't know if I'm swayed by that. I want to be bullish here, in all honesty. I suppose it depends on what we do between now and the end of the day, and it probably depends on Bitcoin as well. But if I'm right, we should be moving up higher, maybe by the end of the day, if not tomorrow, up to 3051 to 3055, somewhere in that area. And again, if not, it's okay, right? We could go to 304, 3041, and everything's fine, or somewhere in between there and where we are now. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. Maybe that's a little bit more revealing. Let's see. I don't know, man. It's like it wants to be bearish, but you're in a place where you'd expect to bounce, actually. You're finding support potentially if you were to bounce here at prior resistance. I think you've got more bullish things going for you than bearish things, honestly. And then, of course, the big bullish thing, which is that you're about to break out of this descending trend that you've been in since May 12th. You're about to break out of that, and I think that'll be very, very bullish. You'll see some bullish upside because of that. You know, whenever you break out of these ranges here, you broke out of this little mini consolidation phase right here, you moved up pretty immediately. How much of a move was that from a low to a high? That was a 50% move. You broke out of this larger consolidation phase here, and then from a low to a high, you saw, I mean, that was over 100%, probably 200% move, 150% move, something like that, 180. When you break out of this, I mean, 50% would take you all the way up to like 3069, 307, let alone if you were to find resistance at prior support, prior resistance here, and that would take you up to 3063. So, yeah, I think you're going to be moving up in a very short amount of time, at least to this area, if not to higher targets. And something like that wouldn't be too bad either, man. Moving up right here and then coming down to find support, that would kind of give you this look of a inverse head and shoulders, right? It'd be like a left shoulder, right shoulder, head. Wouldn't be a bad look. That little like blemish there kind of makes it look funky, I guess, but the volume seems appropriate. And if we were forming an inverse head and shoulders, maybe Friday, tomorrow, or going over the weekend, or starting next week even, we go up to this area. And then we consolidate next week. No, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't think that makes sense. But let's just say it was an inverse head and shoulders. That measure move would take you above 2011, and with that, you'd be moving above here. All that to say, guys, getting above this area right here, getting above 3065, okay, getting above that area there is instrumental, I would say, to getting to new relative highs overall, right? Going up to 1.3 cents, 1.8 cents, and beyond, okay? You'll probably find turbulence there. Let's see. Let's look at this from we'll take a high to low here. You kind of, look at that, you kind of bottomed the same way, didn't you? Little like sharp point here and then this. You got like a sharp point here and then this. It's almost like the same kind of. The RSI is not the same. A little bit, you know, similar readings at the low, but not the same overall. Went all the way up to the golden ratio, wicked just above it there. So perhaps that's exactly where you go, is the golden ratio. And I believe you found support at the golden ratio here, didn't you? Wouldn't that be perfect? Low to high here. Yeah, golden ratio support, golden ratio resistance. You like the golden ratio so much, why don't you marry it, man? Go up to 0.018,325, or even a little bit above there. Maybe find psychological resistance at 0.02. We've seen that you like to wick above it, so that's okay if you do. And if anything, I would think you only go higher, but you probably do stop right around this area sometime in the next couple of weeks would be my guess. Yeah. But you'll be making headway there next week. That's my guess. If not sooner, but probably a little bit of downside first. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, actually. Wait. I want to look at the ribbons. I meant to do this. I meant to do this in the Onyx coin video too, but no, didn't do that. Yeah, so we're about to break out of this ribbon here. Again, this just validates kind of what we're saying, is that even if you go lower, you're not really finding resistance here. Like, yes, you are finding resistance here, but whenever you find resistance at the ribbon or you find support, this is the reaction you get. Whenever you start to do stuff like this where you're like hugging it, you break through it. You're hugging it, you're going to break through it. And if we break through it, we're going to be breaking out of this zone. So the ribbon agrees as well. Right here, resistance. That's what it looks like. Here, yeah, sure, you're finding turbulence in there, but when you hug it, you break through it. And when you break through it, you make bigger moves, larger moves. And yeah, I just wanted to point that out on the daily. Let's look at this on MEXC real quick, because I noticed that on Coinbase on the daily, but I didn't go too far in depth. Let's see. Come on, TradingView. Yeah, same thing here, right? You're right below it. You're not really finding resistance. You're just consolidating below it. And really this winding up, this constricting of the ribbon is getting ready to expand and send you higher. So like here, whenever you constricted and then bam, you ripped. That's what we're doing here. So I got nothing else for real this time, you guys. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.